Well, let me introduce you today to a father and a son who literally, against all odds, received all the hope necessary because of a dad who made a difference. They've been called Team Hoyt. It's Dick Hoyt, who's now 70. His son is 48. They're from Holland, Massachusetts. And what's so amazing about it is his son is in a wheelchair. And they are two athletes that are known all over the world. They've competed together in various athletic endeavors, including marathons and even triathlons. But here's the kicker. Rick, the son, has cerebral palsy. And during competition, Dick pulls Rick in a special boat as they swim. He carries him in a special seat in front of a bicycle, and he pushes him in a special wheelchair as they run. And man, have they run. They've been in 60 marathons, 25 Boston marathons, triathlons, and Ironmans. Rick, his son, was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at birth after his umbilical cord became twisted around his neck, which caused a blockage of oxygen flow. And as a result, his brain is unable to send the correct messages to his muscles. And so many doctors encourage the Hoyts to institutionalize Rick, informing him that their son Rick would be nothing more than a vegetable. His parents held on to the fact that Rick's eyes would follow them around the room, and when they saw that, it gave them hope that maybe somehow, some way, he might be able to communicate. And so the Hoyts took Rick every week to Children's Hospital in Boston, and then they met a different doctor who encouraged the Hoyts to treat Rick like a child, like any other child. Rick's mother, Judy, then spent hours each day teaching Rick the alphabet with sandpaper letters, and then she posted those letters literally on every object in the house. In a short amount of time, Rick learned the alphabet. And then at age 11, after some persistence from his parents, Rick was fitted with this very unique computer that enabled him to communicate, and it became clear that Rick, he was above average in intelligence. With this communication device, Rick was then able to attend public school for the first time. He went on to Boston University and graduated in 1993 with a degree in special education. And then he got a job working at Boston College in the computer lab, where now he helps develop systems to aid communication and other tasks for disabled people. Take a look at Dick Hoyt with his son Rick.
Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who told the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation tells my Redeemer lives, the very same God who spins things in orbit, runs to the weary, the worn and the weak, and the same gentle hands that hold me when I'm broken, they conquer death to bring the victory. Well, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation testifies, this life within me cries, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation testifies, this life within me cries, I know my Redeemer. He lives to take away my shame. He lives forever. I'll proclaim that the payment for my sin was the precious life He gave. But now He's alive and there's an empty grave. And I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify, let this life within me cry, I know my Redeemer lives. Let all creation testify, let this life within me cry, I know my Redeemer, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. He lives.
Father, you've given us such a tremendous role as dads. Thank you for that. And Father, I pray for every dad in this room that they'll sense your encouragement, not your condemnation. Lord, help us to move out of our lives anything that hinders, and move in our lives everything that can make us the dad who, like Dick with Rick, made a difference. Thank you, God, for Jesus Christ, for what He's done in our lives.